It's a wild morning across Australia's southeast with severe weather causing blizzards, blackouts and flight delays after claiming 2 lives in South Australia yesterday. The Sturt Highway in South Australia's Barossa Valley remains closed this morning after a horror crash between 2 B-double trucks in the middle of a dust storm. The severe weather has moved across the southern part of the continent overnight, causing blackouts for thousands of people in South Australia and Victoria. Melbourne is being hit during this morning's peak period.
Now, further north, snow's been dumped on alpine country and there are warnings of blizzard conditions on the snowfields. Wild winds are causing delays and cancellations at Sydney Airport. So let's paint a picture for you. Helen Frost joins us now from Adelaide and Simon Lauder has the hardship post. He's in Thredbo. He joins us from a hot tub there somewhere in the snow. Simon, we'll get to you. We're not hearing your complaints. But Helen, we can see how wild it is where you are. Hang on to those papers.
It definitely is. It is absolutely freezing and very windy out here this morning, but conditions have eased. It's been pretty crazy weather for about 24 hours now. We had about 6,000 homes and businesses that have been without power all night and still don't have any power because those powerful winds have been stopping authorities from going out to restore power in those areas. What's interesting is that we've actually had the same conditions that we had about 3 years ago when we had that statewide blackout, and that prompted the Australian Energy Market Operator to order a protected event to prevent another statewide blackout. So it means that hopefully it hasn't been as bad as it could have been, but we're still awaiting. 3,000 of those properties are in the state's southeast where they still don't have their power resupplied.
Yep.
As you can see, it is pretty hard to stand up in this wind out here. It's been reaching 100 kilometres an hour across the night. It's caused quite a bit of damage. The road conditions are quite treacherous as well.
Helen, hang on to those papers and make sure you're in a safe posse, won't you? Because it's not a laughing matter. They really are dangerous winds. We'll come back to you in a sec. Simon, let's check out where you are. And yes, we can see those blizzard conditions right there, which really are good news for those people who love the snow. They won't be complaining, will they?
Oh, absolutely not. This is just what they dream of. And in fact, Virginia, this is, I think, the best dump that's happened here for a few years. I mean, the last couple of years have been pretty good, but in terms of a singular snowfall event, this is pretty extraordinary.
Wow.
There's been 60 to 80 centimetres up high. Here in the village, it's knee deep, and I can attest to that. I can still feel my knees, so we're talking 25 centimetres depth here. Another 30 to 50 centimetres expected today, and as you can see, there's no let up. The machines you can hear, people busily clearing pathways and roads. Virginia, I spoke to you earlier this morning. Our car was stuck in the hotel car park. It still is. We managed to hop on a bus, so they've cleared all the main roads here in the village. People having to hoof it through the snow.
Oh, look, our heart bleeds for you. I hope the eggnog, makes up for the pain and trauma of being knee-deep in fresh, crunchy, powdery snow. But look, on the serious side...
That's a good idea.
Any problems people are encountering in and around those alpine regions, or is it just all good news?
Absolutely. Blizzard warnings for any of the alpine areas. There were wind gusts already this morning of 118 kilometres an hour, and those warnings in place for the foreseeable future, probably well into the weekend. There's bound to be cars coming a cropper on the roads on the way in today because people are going to see this and hear about this and they're going to chuck their snowboard or skis on the roof and head up here. It's going to be a time to really take care and heed those road warnings.
Absolutely, Simon. Be so careful. Helen, you take care out there as well. Thanks so much for the updates and good luck to everyone in South Australia still waiting for power to be restored.